Why do some people crave closeness while others shut down the second things get emotional? Why do we keep attracting the same types of relationships even when we know they aren't healthy? That's not random, it's an attachment. Once you understand how your attachment style works, everything about your relationships will start to make more sense. I'll explain this in less than 10 minutes from the perspective of a psychologist who has seen a lot. Thousands of relationships later, neurodivergent ones included. You're not broken and neither is your partner. But if you've ever felt like you're stuck in a loop, one person chasing, the other one pulling away, or moments of intense connection followed by confusing distance, then you're probably bumping into attachment wounds. And the good news, attachment isn't your personality. It's your nervous system's response to relationship patterns learned early in life, and it can be rewired. I've seen it. The pattern you didn't know you had. You keep having the same fight over and over. You say you need more connection. They say they feel smothered. You pull away for space. They get louder, more emotional, more upset. You're both stuck in opposite survival strategies. It feels like a tug of war. No matter how much love is there, it doesn't feel safe. Understanding your attachment style helps you stop taking it all personally and start seeing the pattern for what it is, a well-worn groove in your beautiful brain and nervous system that can be reshaped. I had a client who had severe trust and abandonment issues. It wasn't her fault, but it caused real damage in her relationship. She would text multiple times a day looking for reassurance, and he'd interpret that as controlling. But underneath, both actually wanted the same thing, a sense of safety together. What shifted everything was learning the why behind their behaviors, the anxious and avoidant dance. Let's quickly walk through two common attachment responses. Anxious attachment. This person craves closeness. They read between the lines. They fear abandonment, so they seek constant reassurance. Avoidant attachment. This person fears enmeshment. They value independence. They feel overwhelmed when emotions get intense, so they pull away. Together, they create a painful dynamic. One reaches in, one pulls back. The more anxious one becomes, the more avoidant one gets, and around it goes. But here's the key. Neither one is wrong. They're both adaptations to early emotional environments. Think of it like a thermostat. When someone has anxious attachment, they turn their heat up the moment they sense emotional distance. They're seeking warmth, closeness, reassurance. Are you there? Avoidant attachment does the opposite. They crack open a window or blast the fan when things feel too emotionally warm, too close, too intense. Both are trying to create comfort, but without communication, you're just constantly adjusting the temperature on each other. No one ever fully settles or feels safe, and that's exhausting. Why this matters for long-term love. If your nervous system doesn't feel safe, no amount of logic will help you stay calm in the conflict. So you react from old wiring. Panic, shutdown, blame, withdrawal. And in ND couples, these attachment responses can be even more amplified because of sensory needs, communication differences, and emotional regulation challenges. You don't need to become a new person. You need to notice when you're acting from an old wound and pause before repeating the same cycle. That pause, that's where healing starts. Rewiring begins with awareness. If you're noticing yourself in these old patterns, you're already halfway there. Awareness isn't just the first step, it's actually the foundation for change. So here's your gentle challenge for this week. Spot your go-to attachment response. When you feel disconnected, do you get louder or quieter? Label the fear underneath. Is it they're going to leave me, or I'm going to lose myself? Interrupt the story. Remind yourself, this is an old strategy. I'm safe now. I can respond differently. That's the work. Tiny steps that teach your body a new way to be in love. You don't have to be perfect to have a secure relationship. You just have to be aware. Attachment styles aren't meant to box you in. They're meant to help you understand your map so you can start drawing a new one that better suits your heart print. And if this has sparked something for you, I would love to hear it. Drop a comment, share which pattern you've seen in your own life or what you're trying to shift right now. Because when we start talking about this stuff, healing happens faster than we think. And we see other people are also doing the work, and that can be really encouraging.